which was the thing they struggled with in game one. They couldn't even get that single opening goal. Now they've got one. I mean, I was going to say, what? But
Oh,
there's Zany! Either way, we are locked in and ready here. It's a best of 3, the first series of the day.
But Happy Meal will have a little bit of time to control that ball, get a little bit further out of the blue side. Shadow, pass forwards, Gold Ninja for the intercept. Maybe an open shot for Case Curry. Happy Meal there to keep it away. Neither team right now able to capitalize on the other's mistakes. Oh! Woo! Nice demo.
I mean, you got to respect the positioning here from Zany. He recognizes that Happy Meal's in a 2-on-1, so he doesn't even need to commit to any sort of midfield positioning. Just eliminate that final defender, and well, it's just an open net from there, to be honest. 1-0. Yeah, but I mean, the Ugly Ducklings have looked like they've sat on a majority of the defense in this game so far. Now, obviously, if they drop this one, they are on double match point already and would have to fight a very difficult battle against CosmiCo, who right now are completely dominating on the offense. And there it is again, Shadow with an amazing dunk, just could not get that ball out, and that's 2-0. As of right now, they've not found a way to break through CosmiCo's defense, and once again, CosmiCo are on the counter-attack. Happy Meal tried to get that one down to a teammate, but Gold Ninja was there for the block, and Curry actually almost got beat up by Zany there, but a bit of a whifty leaves a chance for Happy Meal to come in, and that will be a third for CosmiCo.
They found a consolation in game number 1, but CosmiCo is going to be very happy with the 2-goal beatdown in game number 1. Get themselves some momentum, and that momentum off of game 1 is super important in a small series like a best of 3. That is a good way to bounce back after losing the very first game in a best of 3.
I mean, it's perfect, really. You get the opening goal, and now they've got that decision of, do they want to expand that lead that they've now got, or do they just want to try and hold it? But within about 10 seconds, they find themselves losing it, so maybe a little bit too overconfident.
Zany finds that beautiful angle, finds that open net, brings it back to 1-1 tied game. 3 minutes left on the clock to decide whether the Ugly Ducklings will be able to see another game in the series, or if CosmiCo will take it out in a sweep.
No one there on the follow-up in the end. Zeph, he had to make it clear on the goal line there, and he does so well. Gold Ninja, that's a good time wasting there, making sure his teammates can get back, but unfortunately, Curry is left in a 3-on-1. It's relatively undefendable, and although Zeph got to the first one, getting back to the second was never a thing that was likely to happen.
A little bit until the Ugly Ducklings can find themselves another goal to bring it back.
Yeah, and I mean, they've got one, which was the thing they struggled with in game 1. They couldn't even get that single opening goal. Now they've got one. I mean, I was going to say, what?
Oh,
Zany!
wait.
Zany! Okay, listen, Zany. I understand you won game 1 3-1. I understand you're confident, but net, open, time.
To get that one last goal, almost the opportunity of the kickoff, but it will leave Gold Ninja in a small 1v1 against Happy Meal. They do get back in time. Good intercept there from Zeph. Not much boost. That demo from Happy Meal might be very good. Zany couldn't quite put it on. Will pass it out to Shadow once again. Shadow and Zany scoring open nets together.
All they need is that third clear downfield. Now the counter-attack from CosmiCo, it was so good. It left Zeph in such a difficult position, but maybe they've got a little bit too overconfident and might see an opening presented. That's a flip reset from Zeph, but unfortunately, it's not quite used. Double commit again between Curry and Gold Ninja, and unfortunately, with the ball on the wrong side of the field, it's not gonna be possible as CosmiCo will take this first series in a sweep.
That pinch from Zany could have been a really nice way to get a 0-second goal.
The ball stayed up a little bit longer than I expected, but fair play to CosmiCo. They played absolutely brilliantly in those opening 2 games, but although the Ugly Ducklings did get back into that second game, it just unfortunately was not enough. The momentum maybe a little bit too strong for CosmiCo, and it just happened a little bit too little too late. We've seen CosmiCo, we've seen what they can do, and I think maybe it's going to be a little bit too much for them.
He pretty much had a guaranteed goal, and he managed to slam it right onto the post. Woe being last man is one of those situations where if you're going to go for it, you have to score it.
Yeah, no, you don't really have an option. There's no second follow-up there, but there is a little bit of redemption there from Happy Meal, who does get his opening goal, and it's now 3-1, but again, it's so early in this game that I wouldn't even call a 2-goal lead for question mark safe as of this current moment.
Definitely, they've already managed to get themselves quite a substantial lead right away in the game. That's a nice demo coming from Zany. Might be a good opportunity. Happy Meal, that 50 goes into the corner. Vision just trying to keep it out. Shadow trying to get the pass, but there's Zany for the shot. CosmiCo, they're not out of it just yet. They're going to have to keep on fighting, though. They still have 2 goals to bring back. Make contact, Shadow. Trying to get past Vision, but can't quite get there. Happy Meal, that 50. Just going to go right back down to the blue half.
Yep, here we go. It's because it's currently looking like CosmiCo need to make a counterattack. They need to get this one downfield. Oh my goodness, Devour own goals.
Almost having this game guaranteed. Happy Meal trying to make an opportunity. Good pass to Shadow. Shadow a little bit too far forwards for that pass. Zany, Happy Meal both going up on that touch. Shadow going as last man off the ceiling, looking for the back, but maybe a double tap opportunity. Doesn't go in, but Zany there to finish it off. 46 seconds left. 3 goals. Question is whether they can do it or not.
Game 2 has to start all guns blazing. They cannot afford to have a similar sort of start to how Game 1 went. They cannot let question mark get that opening goal, because if they do, I could see question mark just running away with this entire series. They need to carry that one through this series first. No point thinking about the grand finals yet. You've still got to win 2 more games to even make it to that point.
The start, though, is looking a lot better for CosmiCo than the start of the previous game, where they were like 3 goals down in the first 20 seconds or something like that. Yeah, they've managed to survive 1.5 minutes. Nothing bad just yet. Shadow looking to try and open up something. Maybe a pass to Happy Meal. Gets past one. Happy Meal for the shot. CosmiCo open up the game here with the first goal. Beautiful pass play between Shadow and Happy Meal. Breath of relief for CosmiCo. They've been sitting in that defensive position with low boost for quite some time. They get a clean start off the kickoff. Maybe an immediate opportunity. Can't quite get it. Ravi gets beat by Shadow. That touch gets past 2 people on the side of CosmiCo. Happy Meal pass back, but it just goes down to Vision. Good tap to the corner. Fakes it out for Devour. Shot just wide. Now it's Happy Meal. Some good space. Vision bumped off of the play. Happy Meal, though, does lose control of that. Just lands back into the hands of another question mark player.
Well, question mark. It's only 30 seconds into overtime, but right now they are looking like the team that's trying to make the opportunities happen for themselves and not waiting for them to be presented by an error. But now Zany's in a 2 versus 1. Vision and Devour both chasing after this one, trying to make the shot, but Devour couldn't make contact. Oh, hang on a minute. Someone needs to get back to this one, and fast, because Happy Meal has an opportunity past midfield to Zany, but again, no shot is found. Shadow's backflipped, but has to take this ball back to his own corner and work a full field counterattack off the ceiling now. Tries to get that touch, but Vision cuts that one out well.
Bauer, nice touch to the corner. Happy Meal, that touch is very awkward. Manages to bring himself right back to the save. Shadow now, big clear downfield. Maybe looking for the corner redirect. Devour stays patient, stays on that net. Make sure that he is covering every opportunity he can. Ravi taking time, looking for the pinch with Vision. Couldn't quite connect, though. That touch. Just trying to keep the ball on that half of CosmiCo. That pass good down to Shadow. Shadow onto the back. Well, maybe looking for the double tap. Can't quite get it. Zany there. Touch is too weak. That save goes to Happy Meal. It's off the crossbar. Oh. But Ravi manages to keep it out of the net and keeps the overtime alive.
Mildly blessed here for Team Question Mark, but unfortunately the offense is continuing to twirl around them. They are getting suffocated. I don't think there's any boost between the 3 players of that side of Question Mark. But yeah, Vision, nothing. Ravi, nothing. The only player with anything is Devour, and now he has nothing.
That little clear, though. Breaks a bit of space. I see a bump attempt coming through Shadow. Bumps one on the backboard. Looking for the shot from Happy Meal. It is there. Lots of physicality. But that brings a win for CosmiCo in the overtime. Sorry. Oh, okay. But now we're heading into game number 3. seeing who can bring this one into match point. Can't quite get there. Happy Meal keeps the ball away from his net, but gets killed for his efforts.
Vision, there was a good touch there from him to the sidewall, but now Shadow has taken control. Down to Happy Meal. The shot is there.
Yeah.
Shot bottom right was not covered by question mark, and Happy Meal is not gonna miss when you give him an opportunity like that. The player, they get rid of them to make sure that the first man has an easier job getting that one into the back of the net. We saw it just there where even the third man was going for some demos. Devour, I believe it was, got a demo on a player rotating back to prevent them from becoming even at all relevant in the play. But question mark are so awkward, and unfortunately their defense, one single mistake sees it crumble, and Happy Meal, I thought it was Happy Meal, sorry, it was Shadow actually, puts that one home, and with 45 on the clock, question mark need to find one. A little bit too far up there from him. They need to get this ball downfield. It needs to happen now, but oh wait, Zadie's actually kept that one up, but the ball will eventually go down, and CosmiCo will take game 3 and go to double match point. Game 4, do or die for them now. They have to find it.
Definitely, you don't want the situation. Both teams have, if the opposition managed to get a lot of pressure going, it can be extremely difficult to keep that out of your net. Here comes Shadow, trying to tap it forward. Does get the pass to Happy Meal. Beautiful shot. Gets past the defenders. 1-0 CosmiCo. Looking to bring the series out here in Game 4. This might be one of the last opportunities they have in the offensive side of the field. Shadow gonna send that right back to the orange half. Devour needs to get it clear. Doesn't quite get it. That ball, it's gonna be a little awkward. That bump, not ideal. Devour, very awkward on that ball. Shadow there to finish it off. CosmiCo take the game 2-0 and take the series with your prediction, Subzan. 3-1. CosmiCo fall themselves into second spot of the grand finals. They find their way through. It's going to be CosmiCo Esports versus Reunion Islanders here in the grand finals. Both of the top seeded teams from both groups.
Yeah, and I feel like coming out of group stage, this would be the matchup in finals that you would have expected. And probably with the quality of players as well. The two statistically best teams in this tournament coming up against each other. And that's going to be an absolute brilliant match. It's a best of 7, so it's going to be more of a marathon than these previous 2 series will be. But that will be coming to your screens in just a few moments' time. Seems like they are ready, so we'll get this match underway. We won't make them wait any longer. And it is our grand finals. It's a best of 7, so it's a marathon. Not a sprint like previous series is, so game 1, it still means a lot, but a lot less than it has done in the best of 3 and best of 5 stages. Thankfully, the shot was not quite venomous enough to keep that one from being saved away. Willow was awkward on his backboard. Eagle is called into action. Now Zadie might look for a midfield pass. He does drop down to Happy Meal. The shot is delayed, but the shot being delayed is the exact right call as he plays the 50, and it ends up straight in the lap of Zany.
And you don't really want to be in that situation, and now CosmiCo, they might go into a very awkward situation. If they lose this one as well, they would have to be looking down the barrel of getting 4 games in a row, full reverse sweep. Otherwise, Reunion could be taking this out pretty early.
It's best case scenario that really, if you have that level of trust in your team that you're not even afraid to just miss the ball entirely and just let them clean up, then your game plan is working to a T. But speaking of working to a T, Shadow gets the 50 there with Willow, recognizes that he was going to play that one slow, and well, Happy Meal was right place, right time to slot that one home.
Reunion Island looking in a really good spot now. One more series and they will have the entire grand finals taken in a sweep. CosmiCo going to need to win 4 games in a row, full reverse sweep. Otherwise, they will not be making it as the winners. Ready to run this last game of the best of 7. Can CosmiCo bring it back?
It's going to be a difficult one. It's an uphill battle for them, but the only team that can decide their own destiny is themselves. Reunion only have to win 1 more game and they will advance and survive. And not only that, they will win the whole... I've waffled. They will win the whole tournament. This is the finals. Oh, but there's Zany! Brilliant passing play, and that's exactly what CosmiCo needed to open up this game. Just in case he picked up a few pads, or maybe even the mid-right corner. Now Shadow, he's up. That's a clear away. He has to get, he does, and it's down to Happy Meal, leaving to Shao now in a 3 versus 1. The Avengers are all coming after him, and there's no stopping that one.
Gets it up to the mid. Shadow there. Good speed. Gets past another defender. Might be another opportunity for CosmiCo to open up the scoreline just a bit more. With the pass mid to Shao. Can't quite reach that. Here comes Happy Meal. Eagle, no boost. Manages to get the big touch up. Zany, though, shoots it to the bottom left. Not quite in. Shadow there to finish it off. CosmiCo, 2-goal lead.
It's not looking good, but 10 seconds left. That's all they've got to defend for. That's all they've got to hold on for. But the offense of Reunion Island is here, is swarming to Shao to the backboard. Eagle can't make the contact, and CosmiCo will finally get a game.
They're going to need to keep this play style that they've found working against Reunion. They're going to need to keep it going, keep it strong, keep on surviving, keep on pushing. There's still a long road ahead of them, and each part of it's just going to get a little bit more bumpy. Putting on shots, but none convincing enough to get past Reunion's defense.
Yeah, and they need to find one, but they do still have 4 minutes to do it, so there's no rush just yet. There's no point overextending for plays that aren't going to develop well if you've got that time on the clock. And speaking of time, they don't need all of it. All they need is a pass down from Shadow to Happy Meal.
That touch. Gonna go to Happy Meal. A little bit awkward there with Wheelu turning back to try and get the shot in. Couldn't quite. Eagle. Big touch to the backboard. Shadow clears it away. Now it's to Shao. Lots of boost. We know what this play is capable of. Looking for the shot off the ceiling. Double tap to Shao. Brings the lead back into the hands of Reunion. CosmiCo need to find another goal in 1 minute 15.
Yeah, but 10 seconds left. They've literally got one attack left if they want to make this work. And with Zany booming that ball all the way downfield, I see it as very unlikely. This ball now has to go in, and it is kept up. Zany now, he has to try and get this one midfield. Shadow is waiting in the wing and hasn't got that much boost, but a touch is not quite good enough. It doesn't go up, and we will see Reunion Island is here as your champions.